it's Stephen here at Class Act, and you may have seen this album before if you've checked out my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Stephen Bland, STEVENBLAND. And this is where I showed my Heartfelt Creations 3D Flip Fold album. Flip Fold album, let's say that right. And so I show you the insides and all the pages. But on this particular video, I want to talk a little bit about how to fold the inserts, because actually there are very few, if any, instructional videos I have found on YouTube that show you how to fold every one of the inserts, and there's quite a few of them. Even on Heartfelt's site, they only show a couple of them. So I thought I would show you what I do with them so that you will have a guide as to how you might fold them as well. So let's move this out of the way and bring in a brand new album. I've taken the packaging off of this, but I just want to show you what it looks like when you first get it. As you know, they come in 3 colors, black, white, and craft. And once you get a blank album, this is a white one. I used a black one on my other project, and I'll just take this band off of here. Okay, so I'm destroying the band on here is what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. And this is what they look like. And inside you have, let me crack the spine just a little bit. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, so you've got 10 pages and an inside and backside cover. So that's all you get with this. From here, you would lay your papers on this, you would decorate it, and you'd put in the inserts. And the inserts are the interesting part about this album that make it 3-dimensional. So let me grab a package of the inserts. Now, there are 4 packages altogether. Let me get the rest up here. And they come in white, black, or craft. And each set have 4 to 6 different pieces in them. So there's set A, and they tell you rate this on the front of it. A, get them in the right order here, B, C, and D. And on the back of each package, they show you the inserts that come with it. Now, that's the only instructions you're going to get. And they're already pre-scored so you can fold them. And you would think this is a no-brainer. Look at this one. It takes some brains. Okay, I'll tell you that right now for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a series of videos featuring a different package of these inserts in each one to show you how you go about folding them and giving you some suggestions as to how you can use them. So I'm going to start with the Pocket Flip Fold inserts in white. And here are the different ones that are in this kit. This is fairly straightforward, this particular kit. They get a little bit more complex later on. So I'm going to take them out. There's more. I have them already out. And here's the pile of things that you get. So let's take a look at one of the more simple ones. These two. Now I've done some pre-folding already just so I don't take up a lot of time on camera, but they're basically flat when you get them. And these two are pretty much self-evident. You follow the score lines, and there's a double score line on each side, and you just fold them over, and I use a bone folder. Give them a really nice crease, and take your time with folding these too, because you want to make sure they're creased really well, because then they'll stay in your album nice. And the other side, let's get that one out of our way, shall we? And down here. So this is pretty obvious what you do with this. These are double scored because you can see here you get a little bit of a lip because it gives you a little expansion room. And so these go on your page, and you'll glue them down on these back pieces. And they might be a corner section on a page. For example, let's get the album back out. This one could go down here. Kind of hard to see it white on white. Didn't think about that when I was making this. And then you can decorate it whatever way you want. Similarly, this piece is just the opposite side. So you see you get 2 pockets out of this. But there's more you can do with these pieces, with the other pieces that are included. So they have a couple of pieces that look like this, just a rectangle, get the right way. And again, they have the double score lines along the edge pieces and the bottom piece on both of them. And when you fold it up, and just like I did a moment ago, you're going to get this little margin right in here and at the bottom as well. Now, unlike the other ones, nothing's going to drop out of the bottom of these, and so you just mount them on your page as so. But what you can do is you can double some of these up. So if you want to make sort of layers, these two, you can use them on separate pages, or you can mount one on top of the other. So you got a little pocket here, you got a little pocket here. You could put these sideways on your page. So you have a little thing to tuck in here. Again, you could double it up. You could take the smaller one of these two, and you could put it on the bottom of the pocket here. So again, you've got it doubled up. Similarly with the opposite side, of course. You could even do it with this one, except you're going to cut off a little piece of that. But there's nothing stopping you, and this is another thing. You don't have to leave these exactly as they're cut. You can cut them yourself. You could cut a piece off of this to make it fit on here. You could use a decorative pair of scissors to cut a border along here. You could do a little scoop down here. Up to you what you want to do with them. So really, I think what used to frustrate me about these when I first got them was that there weren't any instructions on how to use these and how to fold them. But maybe that's done on purpose so that you can think outside of the box and manipulate them in any way that you see fit. Once I got that mindset in, these were a breeze to use. So I'll show you what other ones come with this particular set. There's 6 pieces. We have another piece that looks like this. Again, we have a double score line. Now this one I have not pre-folded, so I'm just showing you live as I do it. And again, sometimes I find getting that little score line up in here, it's easier if you pick it up and kind of bend it along the score line first to get it started, and then you can put it down and shape it. And you do the same on the opposite side. This is very good quality cardstock that they've made them out of as well, so it really won't tear, and that's good. So there, we've got that, so it gives us a little gap. So what would happen is, you put your glue along these 2 flaps here, glue that down on top of it, and there goes my clock. Of course, every time I make a video, my clock goes off. And then you have a little pocket with the V in it. So again, you can do different things with this. That can just go on the page itself. You can go at the bottom, you can go in the middle, you can even put it off to the side. You could use it in conjunction with one of these pieces. Again, if you don't like the height, you can cut it. You can do whatever you want with it. You could use it on one of these pieces. Again, I would probably cut it down a little bit. But really, there's all kinds of possibilities. Now, the last one, I did pre-fold this one, but it looks like this. And again, it's got those pieces that create a little gutter. I see I didn't fold that. We'll score that piece in very well when I did this. Just do that again. And this piece, you put the glue on here. This piece goes down. Turn it over. And this is a little pocket that has a little cover. So you can tuck something in there. And again, you can use it in combination with any of these pieces. You could even do it with this piece. Or you could layer them. Okay? It's really up to your imagination. Oops, I'm getting out of shot here. What you could do with these. This piece, put it over here off to the side. You have a little area behind that. Or it could go inside. And you still have a little area you can tuck things in. You see, it's really up to you how you want to use these. And that's the versatility of all these inserts. So that was set A. And as I said, these ones are fairly straightforward in how to fold them, as I've shown you. So in my next video, I'm going to show you set B. Hi, it's Stephen here at Class Act, and I'm continuing my series on how to fold the flip fold inserts for the Heartfelt Creations 3D flip fold album. And my last video, I looked at the album itself and inserts A. Now I'm looking at inserts B, and in B, you can see you get 4 strips basically with score lines, but there's a lot you can do with these. These aren't really that complicated looking, but when you start to fold them, there's different ways you can do it. So let's pull them out and take a look here. So here's the first one, and as you can see, if I'm folded, I did some pre-folding here. You have a fairly long strip, and there's score lines along these parts here. So you've got a lot of versatility here. You could simply fold it this way, glue it down to your page flat. So you'd have a surface here for a picture or whatever, a surface here, and in here, and this could be made into a little pocket. You just put a little glue on the edges here, and you'd have a little pocket down here. Or what you could do is you can take it, fold this up this way, and fold this one here. You would glue it on the back to your page there. And then what you have, if you put your magnets in here, and magnets are very important in these inserts to keep them closed, you can make this into a little pocket right here if you wish, or there could be another magnet here, and this would have a little fold down. Or as a pocket, this whole section, tuck it in here, this folds down, and put a picture journaling here, put a picture here. Or you can leave it with just magnets and it all folds out accordion style. So you see there's about 3 different possibilities of how you could use this. You also don't have to mount them on the page this way. You could mount them on the page this way. So it flips out this way, or on the opposite page it goes out this way, whatever you want, or it goes down this way. So you see all kinds of possibilities. So the first thing I recommend when you get a set of these inserts is to score them well on the fold lines, and then play around with them. Before you decorate them, before you lay anything down on your page, lay them out, decide what configuration you like the best, and then when you've got that figured out, then you can figure out where the placement of your magnets would go. You see in this one's case, the way it's popping up here, I think I would put a magnet down under here to hold that, and maybe a magnet up here. You just have to play with it. You can't score it too much, or sorry, you can't crease it too much. Got a little dirty on there, but that's okay, I'm covering it up anyways. And you need to do that. You need to plan out where your magnets are going to go. Otherwise, you might get really messed up. And then once you've got it planned, you can decorate it, put it in, and away you go. So that's that one. And basically, all of the ones that are in this set are kind of similar in the way they are. This one starts out as a little longer strip. You can see I can't even get it in the whole shot, but you can see how long it is. And again, you could fold it like I folded that last one. So I could put a pocket down in here, and then it would come out, it would be glued. This would be on the back. But in this one's case, because there's a little extra piece, let me get this around the right way. Okay. Fold this way. Okay. So you see this one, when I folded it that piece under, and then these an accordion fold. Okay. Glue that piece down, and then when you open it up, it would go this way. Again, I'm having a hard time getting it all in the shot. But you see it could go from the top, or it could go from a side. Either side. And you get a lot of real estate on this because you're not just going to decorate the front of these, but you're going to decorate the back side too, and that they can have pictures as well. And again, you'd figure out where the placement of your magnet goes. If you don't like that configuration, open it up. This part, now I'm trying to see, this is where the tricky part gets in, trying to figure out how you want to do this. So I can fold these opposite way, and I can get something that looks more like this. So it gives me a bigger area up here for a bigger picture, and then this little part comes down. So all kinds of different possibilities. Similarly, this one's huge. Okay, it's much wider, it's fairly long, and this one has this little, let me show you, opened up. See this? It has this little piece up here, which could go at the top, You could glue it down from there. These parts could go this way. And so with it glued at the top, it would all flip out. It's kind of hard to hold this. Down this way. Or this could be at the bottom. Little lip. And they could go this way. Or you could fold that under, glue it, so that it's hinged down here at the bottom, and this opens up this way. And again, you can do it sideways, you can do it whatever way you want. You just have to play with the folds. This smaller one, same kind of configuration. They're all basic, the same basic configuration, but you can get different designs basically by the way you fold it. I could fold it this way and it opens out like this, or I could fold this under and it could go into my book like this, so that when you fold it out, it goes out like this. Again, up to you. It can go sideways. Oops. It can go sideways. Either side, whatever. And, okay, just like what I showed you in the inserts A, you are not limited to the size of this. You can cut pieces of this off. If it's too big for you, cut off a piece of it. Make it smaller. You can cut a decorative edge into the fold. See, that could be actually could fold up as a pocket as well. And you can cut a decorative edge in that. Really. You just have to play with it and use your imagination. So that's insert package B. In the next video, I'm going to feature C. Hi, Stephen here for Class Act, and continuing on my series about the flip fold inserts for the Heartfelt Creations 3D flip fold album. I've already looked at set A and set B. This is set C. Set C has 5 pieces in it, as you can see, and these are looking a little bit more complex than set A and set B, but actually offer a great deal of versatility. So I'm going to show you each set and the possibilities here. This is the most obvious one, and it's the one that's on the back that's shown right here. Basically, it's just a fold over, 3-section, and simple. You can just fold it this way. You have this part at the top, which you can use, you could make this into a pocket. Okay, one side and slide something down here and it hangs out over the top. You can put a decorative border over top of this. You can cut this right off if you wish. That's up to you. You can have it just fold over this way. So there's 3 pieces on here to start with. You can even go this way down too. And as again, if you don't like that piece, cut it off. One of the bigger pieces in the set is this sucker right here, and it's kind of an odd looking thing. Let me get some of these out of the way here so you can see a little better. So you have this piece that folds in, and this piece down here that has a little flap here. So really, this one takes a little thinking. You can fold those 2 flaps in, glue them down here, and so now you've got a pocket. You can take this top piece here, a little glue on that one, and you've got a little insert there. It could fold up this way. So this is the way you'd mount it onto the page. So when you fold it down, you have a little pocket here. You have a little slide-in insert here. You can turn it around. This piece could go in behind, and so it becomes a hinge. That closes up. So you open that down, but this part would open up. Oops, get it in the shot. So this part would open up here, this way. I think the way that I would probably use it is like what I showed at the beginning. I'd use that as a pocket, and I'd use that as a slide-in piece, and then just have that fold up there, and I'd probably put my magnet up here at the top so this could come down. So there's another possibility. Let's pull out another one. This one is kind of similar in that you've got these 2 flaps. Anytime you see these 2 flaps, you know you can create a pocket with those. You put a little glue on that, glue that part on here, fold this one down this way, And let's see, I might be tempted to put it in my book this way. I might make this into a pocket. I can slide something in here, and then I can slide something in here. Or I can use those to actually glue it to the page itself. That makes that a pocket at the top. This piece folds up this way. This piece can come down this way. Again, you can go sideways, so you'd have a pocket here. You'd have an insert thing here, and it would come out this side. That might be a good way to do this one. So again, more possibilities. This piece, simple score lines in 4 sections. So again, it could go down this way. This could become a pocket. You open it up this way, this becomes a pocket, so you've got this real estate here. Or you could maybe flip it over, take that piece, put the glue on that, glue that down to your page, open this up. Don't know if that would work so well. It's kind of upside down. But if I put it this way, make that a pocket, I could put a little insert in there in the page that folds over this way, and if I glue it down with that back piece, it opens up like an accordion. So again, it's all a question of playing with them. The last one in the set looks like this. So again, we have these 2 little inserts. As soon as you see those, you know that's probably for a pocket. So that could go up like that. I haven't got my gutters folded quite right, but that's when you spend the time doing that. So there, I've got a pocket in here. That could go underneath. That little flap could go underneath, put a little glue there, glue that down to your page, and then this whole thing could flip up this way. So pocket in here, something you can put on the front of here, flip it up and go that way. Could you put it sideways? Yes, you could put it sideways. So that becomes a pocket there, and that becomes a flap. Again, this could little glue on the edges of that. You could stick something under it. If you glue these, bend these to the back, put a little glue on each of those, glue that down to your page, you would still have the pocket under here. You can make a pocket here, but then you can open it this way, and you can flip it around. So, lots of possibilities with this one. Again, don't let it freak you out on the folding. Is there a right way and a wrong way? No, there isn't. It's whatever way works for you. So you have to play a little bit with these. So those are insert C. So one more set to go. That's insert D, and that's coming up next. Hi, Stephen here at Class Act, and my last in my series of how to fold the flip fold inserts in the Heartfelt Creations album is set D. I've already done A, B, and C. This is D. D is the most frustrating and the most complex of all the packages. But having said that, once you figure it out, it probably gives you the most interesting of the inserts. On the back, you can see there are 4, and these are very complicated. Look at this one, for example. There's all kinds of things to fold here, and I have no idea what the designers must have had in mind about this when they did it. I think they put it together just to challenge us. So let's take a look at these. This one, let me unfold it all. Okay, you can see this one is got a lot of score things. So to start out with, what I did was I scored all my lines. And I keep saying score, but I meant I folded on all my score lines. And I creased them all very well. And then from there, I just played. And what I found with this one is, I got thinking, okay, you can put that this way, flip it over, I could put that one down here, I put that one on top of there, put that under, put that over. Now, this is what I mean. This gets very complex. So my idea here is, put a little glue on the edges of this, this becomes a pocket. This opens up, there's a place for a picture. Here's another little pocket for an insert. So you put a little glue on the edges of that, this flips up this way. So there's a spot for a picture. You have another pocket possibility. So put a little glue on the edges of that. And this one folds down like an accordion. So you can put a picture in here, a picture in here. Now, to get this to stay in your album, I'm going to flip it all the back. You have this little piece here that you could glue, and what would happen is, if you just glue that little piece, you could glue the whole piece, or you can just glue that little piece, and that little piece is going to act as an additional hinge, so this whole thing, when opened up, could open out this way, and look, you've got more potential for inserts in the back of that. Okay, so this is something that's going to take some time to play around with to get it to the configuration you like. And I don't have to have it open this way. I can do it this way. And it's going to go other possibilities. So again, you got to play with it. Again, don't feel that you have to use every piece of it. If there's something on here that doesn't work for you, cut it off. Simple as that. It's just paper, after all. So that's one. Let's take a look at this one. Again, here we have all these different fold lines. What to do with it? Well, I just start folding. So let's see. Start at the bottom here. When I see one of these little flap things, I'm thinking they should go folded under. And because it's got a gutter, see a little gutter piece right along here? So there's a little space. If I put glue on that and put it down here, that gives me a little space in behind and it acts as a pocket. Then I have this little flap here, so I can fold that down and under, and this could act as the closure for that. Or leave that up, put a little glue on each of the edges of that, becomes another pocket. This folds over. Let's go to this middle section. So here, this, because it's got a gutter, it could fold in here. But I've got that piece there, so no, I'm thinking I'm going to leave that folded there. Fold that down, fold that up, and then this whole thing could go over top. Then I could bring this back over this way, and there's a little gutter thing on the side here, so when I glue it, that would make another little pocket under here. Fold that down, fold the short one in, put a little glue on the edges, that becomes a pocket. This goes over top, and then this piece could act as the closure for that. That's one way. There's possibilities, other possibilities as well. Again, you play. Another set. This set I already folded up, because I think, but this is what it looks like unfolded. Okay, this little flap down here. You see, that little flap, it's got a gutter. If I put a little glue along the edge of this, this would create an insert opening here that I could slide something in. I fold this one under to glue it to the book itself, but it would act like a hinge, so the whole thing could open that way from the hinge. That could go this way. No, this could go here. Little glue on the edges of this becomes an insert. That goes over, and then this whole thing would fold over this way. And then I put a little glue on the inside edges of this flap. That becomes a pocket. So that's one possibility there. Opens this way, would open this way, pocket there. This piece would be a pocket. So that wouldn't open up at all. That would just be a pocket. That would do. Okay, so possibilities again. This last one looks like this. Okay, and again, it could be this way, or whatever. And again, I'm looking at it quickly here. I turn it this way. Looks like a tri-fold, but I'm not sure what I would do. Okay, I could put this one under here. Leave that open. A little glue on that flap. Glue that over this way. That would give me a pocket under here. And this could go down this way, or I could cut that off. And that gives me a pocket under there. This piece does not have a gutter though, so no, I don't think I'd do it that way. Now what I am doing is I haven't really pre-planned this out, as you can see, but I'm just letting you see my thought process for planning this, because this is what you're going to go through as well. So let's see. Possibility of a pocket there. What happens if I go this way? Fold that down. Nope, don't like that. Let's see, what else could I do? I could do... flip it over, flip that over to make that into an insert. That could be an insert. That could be an insert. That could go that way. Don't like that. Might cut that off. Put that under as a hinge. That is a fold one. Put that as a fold. That is a fold. That could go down. That could go down. That could go down. That could come up. That would be that way. That would come down. That's a little thing there. You could do it that way, too. So again, possibly too many possibilities. You know what I mean? But don't let that frustrate you. Take your time. Figure it out. Make it do what you want it to do. Don't be afraid to cut things off. If it doesn't fit, that's not the way you want it, alter it. Alter it so it fits for you. So really, that's kind of the beauty that's built into these inserts. Whether this is by design, by Heartfelt or not, I'm not really sure. But they didn't give us any instructions, so we have to make it up as we go. And so I hope this series of videos that I've shown you have given you some ideas as to how you can fold these inserts and make them useful for yourself. Again, do what you want. Make it work for you. It's your album. Bye-bye.